Well, good day, folks. It's a wet, dreary, cold, rainy day outside, and I'm bored. Usual, there's nothing on TV. I've done all my puttering. I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and now I'm just kind of bored. So I thought, why not make another video? And what I thought we would make a video about today is those little fire starters that I make that I highlighted in my fire kit video. So let's get to it. So what you're going to need is a straw. And I like to use the larger straws that you get at the corner store with like slushies, Slurpees, whatever. You can use the smaller straws too, but these are a little easier to work with. You're going to need some petroleum jelly. You're going to need a cotton ball. You can also use dryer lint. You're going to need something pokey, a set of pliers, and some fire. So let's get all this out of the way and we'll get to work. So the first thing you want to do is prep your straw. Now, you need to be able to seal off both ends of the straw once you have the material inside, because you do not want the petroleum jelly to evaporate. The easiest way I found to do this is to pinch off the end of your straw with your pliers and then just melt that plastic. Some people will do that. They'll try and heat up the pliers and close it on the plastic. I've done that, but I find it's a lot messier. There you have one end of your straw sealed. Be mindful of your pliers. They're going to be hot now. So the next thing you need to do is prep your cotton. And as I said, you can use a cotton ball. You can use dryer lint or whatever. So you're just going to take the petroleum jelly and just proceed to saturate your cotton ball. Now you can break your cotton ball up or your dryer lint up first and do it in smaller sections. Or you can just take one big chunk and make a whole big mess of yourself trying to saturate it with the jelly. Now the reason this works is because petroleum jelly is flammable. It's kind of right there in the name, petroleum. And the cotton or the dryer lint or whatever you use acts much like a wick in a candle. Pull and tug at it, get it all saturated really well. That's pretty good. And you'll definitely want a rag or something handy to clean all this off your fingers. Not just because it's messy, because you're going to be playing with fire again in a minute, and you don't want your fingers covered in flammable material. So now the next thing to do is to prep your straw to length. How you're going to do that is you're going to consider how much you want to fill with the petroleum jelly soaked cotton, and then leave yourself a little bit of room so that you can seal it off. So we're going to nip it off right about here. And then we're going to chase it across the desk. So now next, you're going to pull off the amount of the cotton you feel you're going to need. And you're going to start working that into the straw. Sorry, I kind of slipped off camera there. And this is just a messy process. Kind of work that up a little bit. And then stuff that in there. And then you find your pokey stick. Shove that down inside. And then again, you're going to clean your fingers off, because you just got jelly on them again. Take your pliers Pinch the end off again. And we'll give it a little rub here just to make sure we don't have any petroleum jelly on the end. And then heat away again. Just like that. There you have your end sealed off. Now you can squeeze it to make sure it's airtight. But that's pretty much how it's done. Pretty basic and simple. Now, just for demonstration, that one I made, probably 5 to 10 years ago, somewhere in that range. So let's see if it held up. Buff it up a little bit. Let's do a little touch. So perfect thing to use with a ferro rod. Now, one thing I learned with a ferro rod is never strike with your blade or whatever you're using for a striker. As you do that, you can slip and whack into your tinder bundle or whatever you're using and scatter it around and make a big mess. So you always draw your ferro rod back. Boom. There we have it. Now that will burn for several minutes as it burns off that petroleum jelly. And that gives you plenty of time to get your fire going. Typically, you're going to have your fire set up already, and then you would just put that in underneath your fire setup, and there you go. That's going to burn for several minutes and give you lots of opportunity to get a fire going. So I hope you found that useful. If you have any questions, please drop those down in the comments. If you like this video, please tap that like button. And if you'd like to see more, please consider subscribing. Until then, look, there's a small little thing that just made me a more handy person. Isn't that great? Y'all take care and have an awesome day. Cheers.